Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Denver Broncos behind their new signal color, Case Keenum, take on Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. The man calling the shots in the huddle will be Derek Carr in his 5th year now out of Fresno State.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They go play action here on 1st down. No gain, and it's 2nd down. A look now at the Oakland offense.
The NFL's comeback player of the year in 2016 is Jordy Nelson. He couldn't duplicate the magic last year with his quarterback Aaron Rodgers on the shelf for a big portion of it due to injuries, but he's still well respected around the league. If you want to run press coverage against him, be prepared for him to run by you.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, 3rd down here. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
The undisputed star of this defense is Von Miller, who was the Super Bowl 50 MVP, had 10 sacks in 2017. He's had double-digit sacks 6 times in a 7-year career. And how about a little cherry on top of the sundae? The defensive MVP of the Pro Bowl last season.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Carlos Henderson is deep for Denver. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. It'll be Case Keenum leading him onto the field, making his first start in a Denver Bronco uniform.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
A carry from the Northern California native, Devontae Booker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
Let's focus outside on Demaryius Thomas. His numbers were down slightly last year. First time in the last 5 years he didn't top 1,000 yards. But this guy's been to 5 Pro Bowls. And when I think about the evolution of his career, from his time at Georgia Tech, where they were running an option offense and he didn't catch much more than bombs, to now being a complete receiver, no reason in my mind to think he won't be over 1,000 yards again in the future.
Yep.
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's taking before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. On first down, it's Keenum. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Hireman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they'll bootleg it here with Keenum.
To
the tight end, Hireman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A very good gain on first down, 9 yards on the dump-off.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
There's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
I don't know. Try this.
They'll run here with Freeman.
Oh.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Here's how they'll line things up on the defensive side of the ball for Oakland. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal. On second down, here's Keenum. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken
That was the last play, too.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So one quarter in the books here on Christmas Eve. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Oakland after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10.
Oh, my God.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 20.
Oh.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to
Come on.
maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Freeman. Take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go. Oh, here we go.
It's Freeman, and he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
On 1st down, Keenum.
Oh, come on. Oh.
That's caught left side by James.
No way.
And we'll get it down to the 7
Dude.
here.
That was almost a disaster.
Catch it 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Keenum throwing up.
Popped free.
Shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. At that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Keenum.
Oh, my gosh. He's wide open.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Damn.
So 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. Oakland ready to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
There's a lot of glitches in this
game.
I need to fix that.
Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Lets it go for Nelson.
Oh, come on.
And he's brought down after a good game.
Shit.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Carr to throw on second down.
Come on.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
He's not supposed to be that close, man. There's too many glitches in this game.
Going to try and throw on third down.
Oh.
Here in the first half. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
And all the commentary's messed up, and they really need to fix all these issues.
To check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So the Broncos coming out now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's King.
Go run. Oh my God! Come on.
Bruce Irvin in there to save. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football.
Oh, my God.
Usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. Let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. It's Keenum. He'll let this thing go for Sanders.
Oh, I should have been able to grab that, dude.
Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
Should have ran that ball.
Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Carr now on 1st down.
No way. Wow.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And right there, a nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Look, those guys are moving the same. Jeez,
Those
that bugs the
passes
hell
out
out of
that
me.
far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. On the draw, Carr leads to Washington. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
I'm going to score again.
All right, so the
half is
timeout
up.
over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Now a 1st down throw. Keenum.
Oh, my God, how did he not catch that?
Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Keenum now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock will stop with 33
want to at
seconds
least
to go
score
in the
for
1st
a
half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, it's wide open. And he gets it inside the 35, just shy of the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Keenum now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh.
He picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Keenum.
Oh, it was in his hands.
16 seconds now on the clock. The line.
Let's try.
Derek Johnson there in coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Keenum again. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, no. I was so close.
Had a great shot.
Intercepted. Yeah, right. That was in my hands.
And now 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This one from 48 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. 16-13, your final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Mitchell Trubisky, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Russell Wilson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, it's the new signee, Case Keenum, leading the way. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had. But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Keenum. Coverage there by Dexter McDonald.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop.
Oh, man.
First, and that often gets you to overcommit.
Look at all those players. They're moving the exact same way. That freaking bothers me.
That's what we just saw there for a nice
We gotta fix that. They probably won't.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line.
Oh my God.
Nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. He spots Henderson open left side.
Oh, man.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
No, Roger. Bring up the high. Right 3.
They'll run it now. Out of the gun. Stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
I'm going for it, dude.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal.
I can get it.
They're going to go for it.
I'll get it.
They do snap it to Keenum.
Oh my God! No way! Did I seriously not get it? Wow! Oh, it was so close.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Get down.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a play fake. Carr.
Oh,
turn it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
oh my God.
And he he takes this one all
Yeah, I jacked that
midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays.
Whoa, I didn't even choose a play.
And that's exactly
Dude, this game is glitchy.
Lynch running the counter. And it's been like
Where?
this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Oh.
Right side to Cook. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Into the red zone. It's called.
Oh.
Hold it. Got it.
That was almost intercepted.
Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr.
Oh, almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back.
Oh my God, he just stood there.
Victory.
God, this game pisses
Past
me
the
off.
20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
What? You better get more
They
than
tried a quick
that.
hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield, here's Keenum.
Oh.
Got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Pretty good coverage there in both of these defenses. They've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Oh, my God. Stand that.
As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Denver.
Oh, wow.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Ooh.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Ooh. Almost a safety.
But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
Monday, down. 180.